charge for Tennessee Wesleyan, a 5'6" senior from Athens, Tennessee, number 30, Beth Bryant. In charge for Concordia, a 5'6" sophomore from Combo, Texas, number 22, Carly Wolfram. At charge for Tennessee Wesleyan, a 5'7" senior from Decatur, Tennessee, number 43, Monique Aaron. At charge for Concordia, a 5'9" senior from Frenchwood, Texas, number 30, Elizabeth Roden. At forward for Tennessee Wesleyan, a 5'7" senior from Baxter, Tennessee, number 44, Annie Hargis. At forward for Concordia, a 5'10" junior from Lenexa, Kansas, number 24, Carrie Saving. At forward for Tennessee Wesleyan, a 5'8" junior from Knoxville, Tennessee, number 11, Nikki Dixon. At forward for Concordia, a 5'10" junior from Louisville, Minnesota, number 40, Kayla Lumen. At center for Tennessee Wesleyan, a 5'9" senior from Oakridge, Tennessee, number 42, Renee Robinson. At center for Concordia, a 6'1" junior from Stratton, Nebraska, number 44, Sarah Harrison. The head coach for Tennessee Wesleyan is Jane Harrison. The head coach for Concordia is Todd Block. Today's officials are Carl Sullivan, Mary Parker, and Linda Long. Ladies and gentlemen, the NAIA requests your cooperation in not smoking while inside the Tyson Event Center Gateway Arena. Thank you for your cooperation in maintaining the best atmosphere for everyone at this NAIA National Basketball Tournament.
Right as we watch it courtside at the Tyson Event Center, Harrison jumping it up against Renee Robinson, and the ball is controlled by Concordia as we start the contest. Lumen over to the left side to Carrie Saving. Saving looking inside, now dribbles to her right, cut off at the top of the key, goes left side to Roden. Roden, long cross-court pass to Lumen in the right corner. Lumen in the lane to Carrie Saving. The ball is deflected out of bounds by Monique Herron, the 5'7" senior guard from Decatur, Tennessee. And Concordia will keep the basketball. Carrie Saving to the right of the basket, along the baseline, looks at Roden and goes up top instead to Kayla Lumen. It's deflected, it's loose, but Roden comes up with it. Now she goes to the free throw line, in the lane. Scoop shot off the glass, too strong, no good. Rebound pulled down by Renee Robinson. Robinson drops the ball off behind her to Beth Bryant. Bryant back to the top of the circle to Dixon. Nikki Dixon over to Monique Herron. Herron over to the right side. Now down low to Renee Robinson. Robinson around Harrison, puts one up and in. 2-0. Tennessee Wesleyan with the early lead as Robinson puts in the two-pointer, and it's a 2-zip lead for Tennessee Wesleyan. Concordia Bulldogs on the attack at the moment. Carrie Saving on the right wing, goes up top to Carly Wolfram, now to Roden, up high on the left side, over on the wing on the left to Lumen, back up top to Saving, in the paint to Harrison. Harrison puts a shot up, it's deflected, and it's taken away by Tennessee Wesleyan. It was stolen by Monique Herron. Now they send it back to the top of the circle. Bounce pass over to the left side to Hargis. Hargis three-point shot, no good. Rebound out to Roden. Roden quickly down the center of the court. In the lane. Splits a couple defenders, puts up an off-balance layup. It's no good. And on the rebound, there's going to be a foul called. I believe it'll go against Roden as the ball was picked up by Nikki Dixon. And Elizabeth Roden is whistled for the foul, her first personal foul. Team foul number 1 committed by the Concordia Lady Bulldogs. Nikki Dixon with the basketball, bringing it down the court to the top of the circle. Passes over the right side to Herron. Herron up top to Hargis. Now back to the left side to Dixon for a three-pointer. It's no good. Rebound, however, and a follow shot by Renee Robinson is good. Robinson, a 5'9" senior, has 4, and it's 4-0 Tennessee Wesleyan over Concordia. Carrie Saving driving baseline from the right, pushes off, and she's called for the foul. She shoved Herron, and Carrie is called for the foul. Her first team foul, number 2 by Concordia. Pressure defense applied by the Bulldogs this time against the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. Dixon in the backcourt, down the center of the floor. Carly Wolfram chasing her. Now she lets her go, and Dixon goes over the right side. Bounces it into the corner to Herron. Herron drives right baseline. There's a whistle, and she stepped on the baseline for a turnover by Tennessee Wesleyan. And the Bulldogs of Concordia in Seward, Nebraska have the basketball. Carly Wolfram to Elizabeth Roden on the left side. Roden looking inside, goes for Saving. Saving turnaround jumper from short range is no good. Rebound comes out to Dixon. Dixon through the center jump circle has the ball deflected away into the hands of Bryant. Bryant guarded by Wolfram. Goes down low, the ball's deflected. Now it's going to be a foul on Sarah Harrison. So the Bulldogs with 3 quick fouls, and we're not quite 3 minutes into the ball game, just 2 minutes 20 seconds in fact. There's 17:40 on the clock. So Harrison has 1, Saving has 1, and Roden has 1 already as the inbound pass goes in to Monique Herron, and she puts it up and in, and it's 6-zip in favor of Tennessee Wesleyan. 32-2 on the season, with a 25-game winning streak during the season as Roden drives the lane, pushes it out to Saving for a 3-point shot. Saving shot off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound goes to Herron. Herron to Bryant. Bryant's pass stolen, picked off by Elizabeth Roden. Roden in the paint. The ball knocked away from behind, and no, she lost control. The ball's going to go back over to Tennessee Wesleyan as Naomi Lonnie checks in place of Sarah Harrison. Lonnie, a 6-foot junior from Ashland, Nebraska, averaging 5 points a game. She had 13 in the game the other day. She's the best shooter from the floor for the Bulldogs, 54%. As the ball knocked out of bounds by Kayla Lumen. And Tennessee Wesleyan will inbound it in front of their bench over on the far side, directly across the way from my vantage point, just to the right of center court at the court side here in this beautiful new arena. Beth Bryant guarded by Carly Wolfram, and there is a whistle, and there's a foul on Carly. So the Bulldogs have yet to score, and they've been whistled for 4 fouls already in the basketball game. They trail 6-0 here in the early going. A nice contingent of fans from Concordia, parents, friends, and even a student or two, despite the fact that it's spring break, are here as a turnover by Tennessee Wesleyan, and then Concordia throws it right back away. Dixon has it in the backcourt. She waits for some help, sends it up to Bryant. Bryant into the front court. Over to the right side. She dribbles out toward the Concordia bench, directs traffic, now fires the ball cross court to the near side to Nikki Dixon. Dixon at the free throw line to the right side of the lane, around Lonnie. Scoop shot no good. Ball falls into the hands of Elizabeth Roden. Roden brings the basketball up the court to the free throw line. Now she has to back up, and now she's left alone momentarily. Passes up a 3, goes over to the left side up high to Wolfram. On the wing and left to Lumen. Lumen tried to throw it in the paint. She overthrew it, and it's picked off by Tennessee Wesleyan. Annie Hargis has it. Guarded by Roden. She's at the top of the circle. Bounce pass over the right side to Dixon. Dixon back to Hargis up top. Hargis launches a long 3 from way beyond the 3-point line. No good. Rebound goes to Carrie Saving. Saving along the near sideline, and there's a whistle, and a timeout has been called by Todd Voss of Concordia University. It's a 30-second timeout with 15:55 to go in the first half. A very formidable basketball team. A lot of balance. Not a lot of size, as we mentioned, but very, very quick. Back to play, and Carly Wolfram has the basketball for the Concordia Bulldogs. She works it to Roden on the left side. Roden looking for Lumen. Lumen at the free throw line. Left alone, passes up the shot. Back to Roden. Roden penetrates. Scoop shot deflected, and it's out of bounds. Last touched by one of the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan. So Concordia will trigger it in again as 3 substitutes line up in front of the scorer's table for Tennessee Wesleyan. Mandy Hash comes into the ball game along with Haley Stiles and Amber Cook. Hash is a 5'4" junior guard. Stiles a 5'6" senior guard forward. And Amber Cook is a 5'9" junior forward. As there's a whistle and a violation on Concordia. And it's going to be another foul on the Bulldogs. This one goes against Naomi Lonnie. That's team foul number 5 against the Bulldogs. No fouls yet against Tennessee Wesleyan, and no baskets for Concordia. They trail 6-zip. 15:34 to go in the first half of action. So not a really good start for Concordia. Quickly down the floor goes Mandy Hash. Now they pass the ball over to the near side to Stiles. Back up top to Hash. She's the point guard. Little 5'4" player. Over to the right side. Now on the wing to Cook. Cook sends it back outside to Herron. Herron 3-pointer no good, and Roden chases it down in the far left corner. Now back to Wolfram. Wolfram down the middle of the court, guarded by Hash. Sends it over to the left side to Carrie Saving. Saving holding the ball, looking for Roden inside. Roden puts up an awkward shot, rims off no good. Rebound to Dixon. Dixon into the front court for Tennessee Wesleyan. Moves to her left. In the lane for a layup over Lonnie. It's no good, and Lonnie comes down with the rebound. Naomi Lonnie with a nice play defensively for the Concordia Bulldogs. Outlet pass comes to Carly Wolfram. Wolfram along the near side to Roden on the wing on the right. Holds the ball overhead. Now looks for Lumen up top. Now to Wolfram on the left side. She launches a 3. It rims off no good. Rebound goes to Herron. Heron to Hash. Hash guarded closely by Wolfram as she gets the ball across the timeline into the front court. Now Roden knocks the ball away from Haley Stiles as the basketball comes rolling across the floor in front of us. Carly Wolfram leaves and is replaced by Keena Kobza for Concordia. The Bulldogs still have yet to score. And Jessica Domina now entering the basketball game for Concordia. Kobza, a 5'9" junior guard forward from Bruning, Nebraska. And Jessica Domina, a 5'10" sophomore forward from Coleridge. As we resume play, Mandy Hash flips it inbounds, or takes the inbound pass rather. Drives over to the right side to Heron. Now back to Nixon up top. Dixon rather. Dixon's shot no good. Rebound out to Saving. Saving in front of her own bench. Now in front of the scorer's table. Now to Kobza. Kobza left side. Pass to the right side to Domina. Domina up top to Roden, and they'll set it up from there. Patient offense that time by the Concordia Bulldogs. They're only down 6-zip despite some questionable shooting at the moment. As Roden penetrates the lane. Scoops around Hash, and she goes down to the floor, and there's a whistle, and there's a foul finally called against the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. It's going to go against Mandy Hash, her first personal foul, and it'll send Roden to the free throw line with a chance to get the Bulldogs on the scoreboard. They've not had much luck so far in the shooting department. As Roden steps to the line, the 5'9" senior puts it up and drains it. So the Bulldogs are finally on the board at 13:52 in the first half. Renee Robinson back in the ball game for Tennessee Wesleyan, as Elizabeth Roden's second foul shot is on the way, and it is good. A couple of perfect free throws by Roden. And a delay for a moment as Jessica Domina leaves, and Sarah Harrison comes back into the basketball game. 6-2 now. Bulldogs trail just by 4. Plenty of time to get things moving. A little bit of a sluggish start for Concordia. As Hash bringing the ball down the court for Tennessee Wesleyan. Launches one from about 16. Rims off no good. Harrison with the rebound. Harrison the leading rebounder for Concordia. Roden over to the left side is Saving. Saving in front of the Wesleyan bench to Harrison in the lane. Harrison launches it from about 8 feet away. It's no good off to the right. Rebounded by Hash. Hash down the center of the floor. Across the big Tyson logo in the middle of the court. Over to the left wing to Robinson. Robinson to the free throw area. No good. Shot from there. Rebounded by Lonnie. Lonnie outlet to Roden. Elizabeth Roden will bring the ball down the floor for the Concordia University Bulldogs of Seward, Nebraska. Members of the Great Plains Athletic Conference, represented by 4 teams in this tournament. Now a reach-in foul as a pass goes in from Kobza to Harrison. And Renee Robinson reached around and tried to knock the ball away, and she's whistled for her first personal foul, team foul number 2, committed by Tennessee Wesleyan. Carly Wolfram comes in, and she'll spell Elizabeth Roden.
Into the game, Concordia, number 22,
and after the substitution, Keena Kobza will trigger the ball inbounds. Goes to Harrison at the free throw line. Harrison back to Kobza right side for an 18-footer. In and out, no good. Rebound. Harrison had it momentarily, but lost it out of bounds. So the Bulldogs lose possession of the basketball. Still have not made a field goal. They've got 2 free throws by Elizabeth Roden for their 2 points. Tennessee Wesleyan has 6, and we're down to 12:54 to go in the first half of action. Tennessee Wesleyan's Bryant in the right corner, inside to Robinson. Robinson back out to Bryant. Up high, they send it now to Stiles. Stiles to the left side of Hash, back up top to Robinson. Robinson penetrates, she drives, and she's going to be called for the offensive foul. She made an aggressive move down the right side of the lane area and is whistled for the foul. That's her second, team foul number 3, as Nikki Dixon checks back in for Tennessee Wesleyan, and the Concordia Bulldogs will have the basketball. But first, a substitution as Jenny Carner, a 5'8" junior from St. Louis, Missouri, comes in, and Carrie Saving will take a breather on the bench. Concordia Bulldogs ranked number 6 in the NAIA in scoring defense this year, averaging 57.7 given up. They're number 11 in scoring margin at 15.9. They're number 11 in field goal percentage, but their field goal percentage today is not very good until now. Naomi Lonnie hits a 2-pointer from the free throw line, and it's 6-4. A perfect shot by Naomi, who had 13 points in the victory over Mid-America Nazarene on Wednesday. Now all alone, it's Haley Stiles for 3. For Tennessee Wesley, no good. Lonnie with the rebound to Wolfram. Wolfram across the timeline. Bulldogs can tie with a 2-pointer here or go ahead with a 3. Keena Kobza up high on the left side. Sends the ball to Lonnie at the line. Underneath to Harrison. Harrison off the glass. Puts it up and in. Sarah Harrison with her first field goal. And we're knotted up at 6 as the Concordia Bulldogs started the game with some cobwebs. Some chinks in the armor, if you will, but they're starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. You can see it as the ball goes inside to Amber Cook. Cook off the glass, no good. Rebound to Harrison. Sarah Harrison for the Bulldogs with another rebound. She averages 6.3 a game. Now to Kobza on the right side offensively for Concordia. Kobza dribbles to her left to Lonnie at the top of the circle. Left side to Wolfram. Wolfram puts up a three from the left side. No good. Rebound. It's being batted around. Sarah Harrison had it momentarily, but couldn't hang on to it, and it falls out of bounds as Jessica Domina will now come in and replace Naomi Lonnie. Monique Herod and Annie Hargis check back in for Tennessee Wesleyan's Bulldogs. Beth Bryant dribbling the ball patiently up the court, picked up at midcourt by Carly Wolfram of Concordia. Bryant into the front court now to the top of the circle. Makes a move, passes out to the left side to Hargis. Hargis to Dixon. Dixon tries to lay it up from the left side. She put up a shot. It was no good. It rolled out of bounds. There was some contact. One of the Bulldog defenders hit the floor. Nothing called. The ball went out of bounds off Tennessee Wesleyan. So Concordia gets the basketball back. We're tied at 6 with 11:09 to go here in the first half of action. Keena Kobza on the left side, guarded very aggressively by Herron, and Herron is whistled for the foul. She didn't like the call. Reacts a little bit as head coach Stan Harrison, who's also the athletic director, has a look on his face like, I can't believe you called that. If you can only see his face, it's kind of humorous, actually. That's team foul number 4 now on Tennessee Wesleyan as Harrison takes the pass, goes underneath to Carner. It's deflected out of bounds, however, by one of the Tennessee Wesleyan defenders. So Concordia's Bulldogs will keep the basketball and will send it in down low in the right corner on the near side, and Carner will flip it in for Concordia. And she takes the ball from the referee, sends it into Kobza on the right side. Cross court left side to Wolfram. Wolfram up top to Domina. Domina from 17 nails it. Jessica Domina pumps in a 2, and the Concordia Bulldogs have their first lead at 8-6 with 10:42 to go in the first half. They were down 6-0, but now they've scored 8 unanswered points as Amber Cook in the lane walked with the basketball. That's the 4th turnover committed by Tennessee Wesleyan. Carrie Saving and Elizabeth Roden now will be coming back into the basketball game for Concordia. Carner and Wolfram leave as the Concordia University girls now lead at 8-6 after a slow, cold start to this contest. They had more fouls than points early on. Keena Kobza now on the left wing for the Bulldogs. Dribbles around to the right side, or the top of the key rather, goes inside to Harrison. Harrison banks it in off the window, and it hit the front of the iron and then popped back out. Unbelievable shot. She was right there in front of the basket, hit the glass right in the square where you want to, and just had a little too much on it. Now Dixon on the right side, passes up to Herron. Herron to the free throw line, penetrates, puts up a shot off the glass, and it's good. Herron with a quick move. That's her second field goal. She's got 4. Herron, the leading scorer at 16.3 a game for Tennessee Wesleyan, as Elizabeth Roden has the ball now for the Concordia Bulldogs. To Kobza on the right side. Keena takes it around to the free throw line, and then just inside puts a shot up and in. Kobza swished it through there, the 5'9" junior with her first bucket, and it's 10-8. Concordia by 2. Dixon at the top of the circle. Looks down low for Stiles. Or Amber Cook, rather, and Cook puts one up and in. And we're knotted up at 10 apiece. 9:32 remaining in the first half. Roden to Domina, out on the right side, the near side to Carrie Saving. Saving to Kobza. Kobza back to Roden. In the left corner to Domina. Domina puts one up from there and nails it. It's a 2-pointer. Jessica Domina with her second field goal. She's got 4 points in the contest. She did not score in Wednesday's game. And Concordia back up on top, 12-10. Inside pass goes to Cook. Cook turnaround shot is no good. It sat on the rim for a moment, fell down, and Domina gets the rebound. She sends the ball over to the far side to Roden. Roden brings it into the front court, left of the free throw circle area, up top to Domina. Right side to Kobza. Keena Kobza holding the ball, looking for someone, finds Harrison. Harrison is bumped from behind and is fouled by Nikki Dixon. A little bit of a delay on the whistle from the official, but he saw it happen right in front of him, and she blows the whistle. Rather, there's 2 female officials and a male. Kayla Lumen now back into the ball game in place of Domina. Not a shooting situation, so Keena Kobza will inbound it for the Bulldogs to the right of the basket. She lobs it up top to Harrison. Harrison back down underneath to Lumen. Lumen layers it up and in. Kayla Lumen puts it in for Concordia, and it's 14-10. The Bulldogs have their biggest lead of the game so far. Tennessee Wesleyan's Dixon Passes it over to Heron. Heron cut off. Goes back to Dixon on the left side. She's left alone, so she launches a three off the front of the iron into the hands of Kobza. Kobza down court pass to Roden. It's a little short. Heron gets it deflected, but Carrie Saving comes up with it. And now she launches a three. No good. And Sarah Harrison chases it down on the backside. To Lumen on the right wing. Roden up top. Roden left alone, so she puts one up from three, and she drains it. Elizabeth Roden with a three-pointer, and timeout has been called. Had by Tennessee Wesleyan. Stan Harrison was into this tournament. They're now 33-2 after 2 wins. They defeated Ozarks of Missouri this morning, 82-65 here at the NAIA National Women's Basketball Tournament. Back to play, and it's Malik Heron with the basketball, guarded by Saving. And the ball deflected and picked off, stolen by Elizabeth Roden. Roden for the easy layup from the left side. She's got it. So Roden with a quick 5 points. She had a three-pointer moments ago, and now 2 more, and it's suddenly 19-10 as a big turnaround from trailing 6-zip. As Concordia with the lead, and the ball goes to Cook. Cook sends it out to the right side to Dixon. Dixon dribbles to her left. Tries to get around Lumen. Sends it back to the right side to Amber Cook. Cook shovels it, tries to shovel it to Dixon. It's picked off by Carrie Saving, and Saving's going to go in for the layup. Saving puts it up and in. Carrie Saving with her first bucket. She led the way with 19 points on Wednesday, and she gives Concordia a 21-10 lead. So it's a 21-4 run, and now a shot blocked by Sarah Harrison. As Naomi Lonnie will come back in, and Harrison will leave. What a turnaround by Concordia. It was 6-0 Tennessee Wesleyan, and now it's been a 21-4 run by Concordia. Tennessee Wesleyan's Malik Heron kicks the ball out to the right side to Hargis. Hargis puts up a three, no good. Lumen with the rebound. She gives the ball off to Carly Wolfram, and Carly will bring the ball into the front court for Concordia. To Roden. Roden to the top of the key, around to the right side, stops on the wing, lobs it inside to Lonnie. Lonnie tries to make a turnaround shot. She puts it up. It's too strong, no good, but Lumen with the rebound out to Wolfram. Wolfram up top to Roden. Roden back behind the three-point line, launches it a little bit short. It's loose on the floor, and there's going to be a foul called, and I think it's going to go against Kayla Lumen. She was in there surrounded by a couple of Tennessee Wesleyan players, but Lumen is whistled for the foul. That's the first personal on Lumen. Team foul number 6 by the Bulldogs. Bryant with the basketball now for Tennessee Wesleyan. Bounces it to Heron on the left wing. Harrison up top to Cook. Cook right on the point, out to Bryant on the right wing. Bryant to Heron. Heron driving left side of the lane, and she dishes the ball to Dixon. It's loose, and they lose it again on a turnover. That's 7 unofficially, as Carly Wolfram picks the ball up and brings it into the front court for Concordia's Bulldogs. Over to Roden up high on the left side. Elizabeth passes it to Saving on the right side for an 18-footer. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound Lumen. Lumen undercut, but she gets the rebound and puts it up and in. Kayla Lumen with the bucket. Her second, and Coach Stan Harrison of Tennessee Wesleyan wants a timeout. So we will take a break too, and we'll come back with more basketball. Concordia athletics as a whole, very, very successful the last few years. And here the Lady Bulldogs are having some success. They lead at 23-10 after starting the game, giving up 6 unanswered points to Tennessee Wesleyan, but since then it's been all Concordia. They're on a 23-4 run now, as Bryant with the basketball on the left wing for Tennessee Wesleyan goes to Dixon up top. Dixon over to the right side to Hargis. Hargis guarded by Keena Kobza. Hargis tries to get into the lane, can't do it. She's cut off, sends it back up top to Amber Cook. Cook to Heron. Shot clock down to 3. Heron throws one up, and it's going to be no good. And Lumen goes up for the rebound. Shot clock was running out, and they had to fire one up. And Heron was not in a good position to square up to the basket. She missed the shot, and Concordia has it back. Carly Wolfram on the left side with the basketball, directing some traffic. Looks for Kobza up top. Kobza launches one from about 20 feet away, and she swishes it. Keena Kobza drains the 3 from a good 2-3 feet beyond that three-point arc, and it's 26-10. A big turnaround by Concordia. Bryant at the top of the key, over to the right side to Heron, out of Dixon. Dixon, top of the key to Hargis. Hargis back to the right side to Dixon. Dixon lobs it inside. It's deflected by Naomi Lonnie into the hands of Wolfram. Wolfram on the right side, stops the dribble. Now she keeps dribbling, passes it back to Carrie Saving. They'll set up the offense from up top. It's 26-10 in favor of Concordia's Bulldogs. Carrie Saving out between the circles. Moving to the right side very slowly. 4:47 to go in the first half. Shot clock at 10. Saving to Lumen. Lumen in the lane to Saving. Saving layup from the left side is no good. A little bit of contact by Heron, but nothing called. So Saving misses the shot. Now Dixon up top for Tennessee Wesleyan, over to the left side to Hargis. Hargis drives forward and puts one up and in. And Hargis finally gets a bucket. The Bulldogs had a 26-4 run before Tennessee Wesleyan got that basket. It's 26-12 now. Keena Kobes up high on the right side for Concordia. Looks for Lumen at the free throw line. Lumen underneath to Lonnie. Lonnie drops it but gets it back to Wolfram. Wolfram drives, and she's fouled as she tries to drive in along the baseline from the left of the bucket. And she was hit by Annie Hargis. That's the first personal foul on Hargis. Team foul number 6 committed by Tennessee Wesleyan. And that will send, well, there's a correction on that. It's going to go against Monique Herron. And that's Herron's second personal foul. And Carly Wolfram spins one out, no good. Wolfram, a 5'6" sophomore guard from Tomball, Texas. Sarah Harrison back in the contest for Concordia. Kayla Lumen sits down on the bench. And Wolfram with her second foul shot. This time she cans it. So Wolfram now with 2 points in the ball game, and the Bulldogs lead it 27-12 as Dixon has the ball up top. Looks to the right, sends it over there to Bryant. Bryant back to the top of the circle to April Bell, the freshman who just comes in, and she pops it in and hits from just around the top of the circle. She's a 6-foot freshman, tallest player on the roster for Tennessee Wesleyan. And the score goes to 27-14 as Carrie Saving has it on the right wing for Concordia. To Lonnie at the free throw line, or just beyond the free throw line. Lonnie's shot is up, it's no good. The ball's loose, there's a scramble for it, and it's picked up off the floor by Tessa Tate, who came in during the last timeout for Tennessee Wesleyan. To Bryant now into the front court. Bryant guarded by Wolfram to Dixon. Dixon tries to drive around Harrison. She's sandwiched between Harrison and Saving. Sends the ball back up to Tate, and it's deflected again and picked up by Wolfram. That's turnover number 9. Wolfram to Kobza. Kobza about a 16-footer. No good. Rebound, and there's going to be a foul called. I believe Carrie Saving went over the back. That would be team foul number 7 against Concordia. It'll be a 1-on-1 situation. The foul is on Carrie Saving, and that is the second foul on the 5'10" junior from Lenexa, Kansas. And that will send April Bell, the 6-foot freshman from Knoxville, Tennessee, to the foul line for the first time in the ball game. It's the first time Tennessee Wesleyan has had a player at the line, and the free throw is no good. Rebounded by Concordia. And Rebecca Hiller is now into the contest for the Bulldogs. She's a 5'6" junior from Lincoln, Nebraska. She passes it to Lonnie on the wing on the right side. Lonnie up top to Kobza. Kobza to Harrison over on the left side in front of the Tennessee Wesleyan bench. She steps forward, puts a shot up, and drains it. Sarah Harrison, known for her inside play, but pops a nice one from the outside, and the Bulldog lead now 29-14. We're down to 2:48 to go in the first half. Dixon took a look at a three, but passes it up, goes over to the left side with it to Hargis. Hargis puts one off the window and hits it. That's the second field goal for Hargis, and it's now 29-16. Concordia with a nice lead at the moment after starting the game rather shakily, I guess, as Roden with the ball on the left side now for the Bulldogs of Concordia. Harrison up top to the near side to Kobza. Kobza one dribble, then puts up a three-pointer. It's going to be a little bit short, no good. The ball's loose on the floor, and Bryant picks it up for Tennessee Wesleyan. Bryant, quick down-court pass to Dixon. Dixon up high on the right side in front of the Concordia bench, into the corner, down low to Bell, and the pass up to the top of the circle goes to Annie Hargis. She gets it in the backcourt, chases it down. It was touched by one of the Bulldogs, so no lane violation, or over and back violation. Now pass deflected by Roden, but it falls into the hands of Bryant. Shot clock down to 9. In the lane it goes to Tate. Tate sends it back out on the right side to Bryant. Bryant launches a three and no good, and it's tapped around. A new shot clock and a shot put up from Hargis. Three-pointer, no good. Harrison with the rebound. So a couple of opportunities that time for Tennessee Wesleyan's Bulldogs, but they can't convert. And Concordia has it as Elizabeth Roden walks the ball to the top of the circle. Now over to the right side to Keena Kobza. Kobza holding the ball, now dribbles to her left into the right corner to Lonnie. Lonnie cross-court pass to Hiller, to down lower, obstructed by the official for a moment, and falling out of bounds, and apparently will go to Tennessee Wesleyan, I believe, as Jessica Domina now checks back in for Concordia in place of Sarah Harrison. Harrison looking at her right hand, might have a slight injury, but she appears to be okay. And it will be Concordia's basketball after all. So Keena Kobza will send it in from the baseline to Roden. Roden had to jump to pull it down. Now she pulls up from about 13 feet away. It's no good. Rebound though underneath to Domina. She fights for a shot. Can't get it to go down. Rebound goes to April Bell of Tennessee Wesleyan. To Beth Bryant now up top, guarded by Roden. Over to the right side to Dixon. Dixon lobbing it inside, and there's a whistle as the pass goes inside to Bell, and it's going to go against Naomi Alani. And that'll be personal foul number 2, team foul number 8, committed by Concordia. Down to 1 minute and 1 second in the first half of action as Kayla Lumen checks in place of Naomi Alani. Meanwhile, April Bell, the 6-foot freshman from Knoxville, Tennessee, stands at the free throw line where she's 0 for 1 so far in today's basketball game. Concordia leads it 29-16, make it 29-17 as Bell hits the first free throw and earns the bonus. 1:01 to go in the first half. Concordia leading it 29-17 after trailing early 6-0. They went on a 26-4 run as the second foul shot is missed by Bell, so she's now 1 out of 3 from the foul line. Roden along the near sideline on the right wing into the corner to Kobza. Kobza just beyond the three-point line, up top to Domina. Domina fakes a shot, back to Kobza. Kobza puts up a three. It's off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound by Tate. So the Bulldogs hit a hot spell. Now they're just a little bit on the chilly side the last couple of minutes. Dixon takes the ball to the free throw line for Tennessee Wesleyan. Can't get a shot off as Domina's on her. Now the pass knocked awry by Keena Kobza. She kept it from going inside. And now there's a question amongst the officials, and I guess it will be Tennessee Wesleyan's basketball. And April Bryant will throw it in, or Beth Bryant rather. And she gets it back into the right corner. Goes back up top with it to Hargis. Hargis to Dixon at the top of the key. She drives to the left side, pulls up from about 13. It's off the backside of the rim, no good. And on the backside, the rebound is tapped around by a couple of players, and I think Roden hit it last, so Tennessee Wesleyan will keep it. Down to 21.6 ticks now before the end of the first half as the ball is lobbed inside to Hargis. Hargis bounces it back to Beth Bryant. Tennessee Wesleyan content to go for one last shot as we're down to 13 seconds. She's standing in the center jump circle on the end of Tyson in the floor. Now she goes to the right side, backs up. 3 seconds into the corner. They send it on the wing now to Bell, and the clock expires. Time expires, and Tennessee Wesleyan is unable to get a shot off. And at halftime, the Concordia Bulldogs lead it by a score of 29-17. Half of action. We were just handed the statistics, so let's take a quick look at them. First of all, for Concordia, they ended up shooting 35% from the floor on 12 of 34 shooting, 2 of 9 from three-point range, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. For Tennessee Wesleyan, 8 of 27 for just 29% from the floor. They didn't make any three-point shots. They were 0 for 10, and they were 1 of 3 from the line for 33%. And as we start the second half of action, Tennessee Wesleyan has the basketball, and Robinson has it. She goes up for a shot from the right side. It's no good. There's a scramble for it, and Roden comes out of there with it for Concordia. We'll take a look at the rest of the first half stats when we have time during a break. As a quick foul as Roden takes the ball down the floor and is fouled by Renee Robinson. And that's number 3 on Robinson, who is one of the starters. She's a 5'9" senior forward from Oak Ridge, Tennessee. And we're ready to, well, check that. It goes against Bryant rather than Robinson. And it's just Bryant's first. Roden on the left wing, inside to Harrison. Harrison, bump from behind, nothing called, puts it up and in off the window. Sarah Harrison gets the Concordia Bulldogs on the board first. Now the announcer says saving. I swear it was Harrison, but at any rate, Concordia scores, and now a quick score on the other end of the floor by Renee Robinson. So she's got 6. And it's 31-19 in favor of Concordia. Carly Wolfram up top to Lumen, left side saving. Saving inside to Harrison, and she lobbed it a little off kilter, but it was last touched and deflected out of bounds by Robinson of Tennessee Wesleyan, so Concordia will keep it. Carey saving to the left of the basket. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Into Roden. Roden from about 17. No good. Rebound on the backside by Saving. Saving puts it up. Rims off. No good. Robinson with the rebound, and then Robinson is fouled by Kayla Lumen. So Lumen commits the foul. Tennessee Wesleyan will have the ball. Concordia leads it 31-19. Leading the way for the Bulldogs so far in the game is Roden with 7 points. Lumen with 4. Harrison with 4. Keena Kobza had 5. Jessica Dahlman with 4. Naomi Lonnie had 2 points in the first half. as Dixon launches a long-range bomb for Tennessee Wesleyan, and she hits it. That's the first three-pointer that Tennessee Wesleyan has hit. They were 0 for 10 in the first half from three-point range, and suddenly it's a 9-point game, 31-22. Coach Voss was worried about that when we talked before the game. He said they're pretty good at three-point shooting. But so far today, now just 1 out of 11. Inside pass to Harrison. Harrison off the glass. Too strong, no good. Rebound goes to Bryant. Tennessee Wesleyan is normally a 38% shooting team from three-point range. Over on the right side, it's Dixon. Dixon back up top to Hare. Now to Bryant. To Robinson left of the lane. And Robinson traveled with the basketball. Turnover number 10 of the ball game. Number 1 of the half. 31-22. Bulldogs have the lead. They led 29-17 at halftime. They trailed 6-0 early in the game and went on a 26-4 run to open up a big lead against Tennessee Wesleyan. And we'll see what kind of adjustments have been made at halftime by either team. As Carey Saving goes to Sarah Harrison up top. Harrison to Wolfram along the near side. Now back to the top of the key to Roden. Roden pumps, fakes, penetrates, tries to put up a shot, can't do it. Now she gets the rebound, puts it up and in. Elizabeth Roden with another bucket. And it's now 33-22. Concordia back up by 11. Bryant over to Dixon between the circles. She lobs it inside to Robinson. Robinson over Harrison, puts it up and in. A nice move by Renee Robinson. And she's got 8 points. 4 of them already here in the second half. And the score goes to 33-24. Back to a 9-point lead for Concordia. Carly Wolfram up top. Looks to her left, now goes to the right. Zone defense put up now by Tennessee Wesleyan. Harrison at the top of the circle, throws it to the left wing to Saving, but it's deflected out of bounds by Monique Herron. Herron with 6 steals in their game against St. Ambrose of Iowa on Wednesday. And she's also their leading scorer. But Herron with only 4 points so far in the game. Now a three-pointer from the left side by Elizabeth Roden. Roden hits the three. And a timeout has been called once again. And 3 out of 4 from the line for 75%. Back to play as Dixon has it, goes to Herron up high on the left side. Herron drives toward the baseline, passes to Robinson, back to Herron on the wing. Now inside pass, it's deflected off a couple of Bulldogs and out of bounds. So Concordia can't steal the basketball, but they got a couple of hands on it. And it went out of bounds, last touch by Elizabeth Roden. So Tennessee Wesleyan's Bryant will inbound it to Hargis. Hargis to Herron at the top of the key. She goes inside to Robinson. Robinson is fouled from behind by Sarah Harrison. And that'll be just the second foul on the 6'1" junior from Stratton, Nebraska. Concordia leads it by 12, 36-24. Inbound pass quickly to Herron. Herron to Robinson at the free throw line. Her shot is up off the rim, no good. Rebound tapped around by Lumen and then picked up by Carly Wolfram. Wolfram quickly down the floor, up high on the right side, on the wing to Roden. In front of the Concordia bench, Lumen up top and away from the ball. The whistle is blown and Robinson is smiling. I believe she was called for a foul, and that's the case. Renee Robinson now has 4 fouls. She's a 5'9" senior forward and a starter. Correction, it's her 3rd. And Concordia's Carey Saving will inbound it, and she goes to Harrison up top. Harrison back down low to Saving. Saving 10-footer from the right side, hits it. Carey Saving with her 2nd field goal. She now has 4 in the ball game. She led the way with 19 in the first game on Wednesday. Now Herron in the lane for Tennessee Wesleyan. Layup no good. Harrison with the rebound to Carly Wolfram. Wolfram quickly across the timeline. Now she's going to slow up and wait for help and set up the offense. 38-24 Concordia by 14. Wolfram over in front of the Concordia bench on the far side. Still just dribbling the ball. Now she lobs it inside, and Harrison wasn't looking, and the ball saved and stolen by Robinson of Tennessee Wesleyan. And they bring the ball down the court, and Dixon has it on the right side. Up top to Herron, now to Dixon. Dixon in the lane. Bounce pass to Robinson for the layup, and it's good. A nice give and go as Robinson gets her 5th field goal. And it's 38-26. Concordia's lead cut down to a dozen with 15:50 to go in the basketball game. Shot clock at 22, while number 22, Carly Wolfram, has the ball. She passes it to Carey Saving, and Saving is fouled by Monique Herron. And that, if my tally is correct, will be foul number 3 on Herron. And some substitutions now for the Bulldogs, and it is the 3rd foul on Herron. Leading scorer Jessica Domina comes in. Naomi Lonnie and Kina Kobza also coming into the ball game for the Concordia University Bulldogs. And And a substitution now for the Tennessee Wesleyan College Bulldogs. It'll be Haley Stiles, 5'6" senior from Athens, Tennessee. And when we resume play, Carrie Saving will trigger it in for the Bulldogs along the near side. And she goes to Roden up top. Roden lobs it to Lonnie at the free throw line underneath the Saving. Saving off the glass, too strong, no good. Rebound goes to Dixon. Dixon fought Robinson for it, but she came out of there with it. And now Dixon brings the ball into the forecourt. Over to the right, bounce pass in the corner to Stiles. Now in the paint to Dixon. She bounces it to one of her teammates in the corner. That's Robinson up top to Heron. Heron to the free throw line. Shot is up and good. Monique Heron with just her 3rd field goal, and a 30-second timeout has been called by head coach Stan Harrison of Tennessee Wesleyan. And the score 38-28, a 10-point lead for Concordia. 15-19 to go in the Bass Arena. Keena Kobza will inbound it against full court pressure applied by the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan. She gets it into Elizabeth Roden. Concordia leading it by 10, 38-28, with 15-13 remaining in the game. Concordia trying to get to the semifinals, or the advance to the quarterfinals tomorrow. The semis will be Monday, and the final on Tuesday evening. Now Naomi Lonnie has a shot blocked. It's deflected and it's loose on the floor, but Saving comes up with it. She puts it up and hits it. Carrie Saving was Johnny on the spot that time, got the rebound, put it up. It was a little bit awkward. It rolled around and then fell through. So Concordia now back up by 12, 40-28 as Robinson puts a move on Lonnie and puts a shot up, but it's no good, and rebounded Domina. Point blank shot wouldn't go for Robinson of Tennessee Wesleyan. Roden on the left wing. Works her way toward the top of the key and hands the ball to Keena Kobza coming around behind her. Kobza looking inside for Saving. Can't hit her, so she goes to Lonnie up top. Now to Roden on the right side. Roden driving from the right. Goes up, layup, no good. She's fouled. That's going to go against Robinson, and that will be Robinson's 4th foul. 14:25 showing on the clock as Elizabeth Roden will step to the free throw line. The only senior on the Concordia roster, so Concordia's expectations will be very high next season. Roden's free throw is good. Elizabeth is 3 out of 3 from the line. The 5'9" senior from Friendswood, Texas. Cook comes back into the ball game now for Tennessee Wesleyan. She's a 5'9" junior from Madisonville, Tennessee, as Roden's 2nd foul shot is on the way. No good. It rimmed off. But the Dogs lead at 41-28. 13-point cushion. Dixon at the top of the circle. Passes over to the left side to Stiles. Stiles to Heron up top. Heron to the right side of the free throw area. Over to Stiles. Stiles now between the circles to the right side to Bryant. Up top to Dixon. Dixon looking left. Tries to feed teammate Monique Heron, and Heron took the pass and was fouled as she made the move toward the basket. And she will step to the free throw line and shoot 2 shots, as they say she was in the act of shooting. The foul is going to go against Lonnie. That's her 3rd personal foul. Team foul number 4. Correction, team foul 3 here in the 2nd half. And Monique Heron steps to the free throw line for Tennessee Wesleyan. She's an 85% free throw shooter, and she makes the first one here. That gives her 7 points unofficially. She only had 4 in the first half. Wolfram back in the game. Sarah Harrison checks back in, and Jenny Carter also back into the contest for the Concordia University Bulldogs from Seward, Nebraska. They lead it 41-29 as Heron's 2nd foul shot is on the way, and it's a swish. 8 points now in the game for Heron, 4 in each half. She averages 16.3 a contest for the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan, and it's 41-30. Bulldogs lead is 11. Carter up high on the left side. Goes to Harrison up top. Now to Wolfram on the right side. Wolfram looking inside. Goes up top to Kobza. Kobza pumps. Fakes a 3-pointer. Goes to Harrison up high on the left. She feeds Wolfram in the lane. Turnaround shot by Wolfram is no good. Off the front of the iron. And Tennessee Wesleyan can get within 10 if they can hit a bucket here on this trip down the court. Nikki Dixon with the basketball. Stops the dribble and bounces it to the top of the circle to Dixon. Correction, that was Mandy Hash to Dixon. Now a shot put up and in by Amber Cook. And it's now a 9-point game, 41-32, the closest Tennessee Wesleyan has been in some time. We're down to 13-18, still plenty of time for things to happen as Keena Kobza has the ball out in front of the Concordia bench, and we're watching the ball, and away from the ball there's a whistle on the Bulldogs on the offensive end of the floor. And it's going to go against Jessica Domina. That's her first personal foul. But Tennessee Wesleyan can cut the gap if they score here. Now Lauren Chastain, a 5'9" freshman, into the game for the first time. for Tennessee Wesleyan. They trail by 9. They can cut it with a bucket here as they're heating up a little bit. And that, just as I say that, a throw goes through the hands of Monique Heron out of bounds. Or are they going to say, they're going to say Connor hit it? No, the Bulldogs will have it. The official wants Keena Kobza to go deeper into the corner to inbound the ball, and Naomi Lonnie now checks in for Concordia. And we're ready to resume play. Pressure and now a whistle from the official, and they want the shot clock reset. And we're ready to go. Referee waiting to give the ball to Kobza. She does. Kobza into Lonnie. Lonnie back to Keena Kobza in the backcourt. Kobza will bring it into the front court, across the timeline, into the offensive end of the floor for the Bulldogs, to Harrison in the right corner. Underneath to Carter, and Carter is fouled from behind by Hash. That's Mandy Hash's second personal foul, team foul number 5, committed by Tennessee Wesleyan here in the second half of this basketball game. Carter will inbound it. And she looks for Kobza. Kobza launches a 2 from the right side. It's in and out, no good. On the rebound, it's batted around and pulled down by Stiles. Tennessee Wesleyan gets it back. Mandy Hash with it. The 5'4" junior from Knoxville, Tennessee, guarded by Wolfram. The battle of the small people. Now to the new player in the game, Chastain, to Heron behind her. Left side pass to Hash. Hash goes inside to Cook. Cook puts a move on Harrison. It's no good, and Harrison is going to be called for the foul. Tennessee Wesleyan starting to be more aggressive in going for the hoop here in this second half. They're not shooting well from long range, so they're going to try to go inside. They're a good shooting team from three-point range generally, 38% three-point shooting team, but so far in the game today, they're 0 for 10 in the first half, and they've not hit any three-pointers yet in this basketball game. And the free throw by Cook is up, and it's good. And the score goes to 41-33, so now an 8-point game as Concordia has cooled off just a little bit here in the middle stages of the second half. The winner of this game will face Cedarville of Ohio, the 33-2 team, tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock right here, as the Cook's second foul shot is up and good. Roden comes back in for the Dogs, and it's now 41-34. Concordia lead has been cut to 7. Keena Kobza will leave. In the game for Concordia, it's Lonnie, Carner, Wolfram, Harrison, and Roden. Roden gets it into Harrison after a little bit of a delay. She feared for that 5-second call. Finally got it into Harrison. Now Roden has it at the top of the key, moves to her right, gives it to Wolfram. Bulldogs could use a bucket here as their lead has been whittled down from 13 to 7 in the last couple of minutes. Harrison underneath to Lonnie. Lonnie is being hounded. She traveled. Or so the officials say anyway. So a turnover by the Bulldogs. They're 6th of the basketball game. And Tennessee Wesleyan can really make a move here. It's 41-34. This is the closest they've been in some time. It was 29-17. Bulldogs by a dozen at halftime. Tennessee Wesleyan steadily chipping away at that lead. Cook around Harrison. Gets Harrison in the air, then puts a shot up, no good, but Harrison with the rebound. Harrison hands the ball to Wolfram. Bulldogs on the attack. Carly Wolfram up to the near side to Carner. Carner up high, 3 or 4 feet beyond that three-point line. Out of Lonnie. Lonnie underneath to Harrison. Harrison off the window. No good. Banked it a little bit too hard, and Sarah Harrison misses the bucket that would have given the Dogs a 43-34 lead. As is, it's 41-34, and a three-point shot put up no good. Lonnie with the rebound. Wolfram on the attack for the Concordia Bulldogs against the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. To Carner along the right baseline. Carner back out to Roden on the right side. She pops from 3. It's off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound to Carner. Carner lost it. It's picked up, though, by Bryant. So the Bulldogs suddenly find a lid on their basket as Hash brings it into the front court. And bounce passes it to Cook. Cook backs up around Harrison. Lays it up. It's good. She's fouled, and it's going to count. It's going to count. So Cook, a junior at 5'9", is starting to heat up here in the second half. She hits the bucket, draws the foul. And it's now 41-36. Lumen and Saving come back in. So the Bulldogs back with most of their starting firepower, with the exception of Lonnie, who's in the game and not a starter. The free throw by Cook is good. All of a sudden, we got a game again. It's only a 4-point lead now, 41-37. The Bulldogs had a 13-point lead, and they've seen that go away. Now, pass from Roden into Lonnie. Lonnie puts one up off the glass, or off the back of the rim, and it's no good, but she was fouled, and she'll get to go to the line. But All of a sudden, the Bulldogs have gone cold from the floor. Lonnie will go to the line. The foul was on Chastain, her first personal, team foul number 6. Naomi Lonnie is at the free throw line now for the Concordia Bulldogs. Lonnie, a 66% free throw shooter. And there's a substitution. A couple of substitutions for Tennessee Wesleyan. Lonnie waits at the line. Lonnie missed the first one, and now she gets a second, and it's a swish. So finally the Bulldogs at least get something, because they'd gone cold for a bit there. It's 42-37, 10:47 to go, so a lot of time in this basketball game. Over to the left side, it's Dixon. Dixon cut off by a couple of Bulldogs, so she puts up a shot from 2-point range and hits it. Nikki Dixon makes it 42-39. Just a 3-point lead for Concordia. Carey Saving with it. She's at the top of the key to Lumen up high on the left side. Lumen over to Saving on the right side. Carey near the baseline out to Lumen. Lumen left side to Roden. Roden pops from 3. It's off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Cook of Tennessee Wesleyan. There's still a lid on the bucket for the Bulldogs from field goal range as Dixon has it on the left wing inside to Cook. Cook around Lonnie for the layup. It sits on the rim and falls off. Lumen with the rebound. Good fortune for the Concordia Bulldogs that time down the floor. And now as the Bulldogs get the ball in the front court, Coach Voss wants a timeout. See if he can figure things out for his team as they've gone only 5 this morning. That game would be at 1 o'clock tomorrow, and we'll have it for you right here on the Concordia University webcast. Back to action, Saving on the left side for the Bulldogs. Out to Lumen on the left wing, and away from the ball, there's going to be a foul, and it's going to go against Herron. And it'll be a 1-on-1 situation, and that's big for Concordia because Herron, their leading scorer and one of their best players, if not the best player, has 4 fouls. Monique Herron with 4 and Renee Robinson also with 4. 2 starters for Tennessee Wesleyan with 4 fouls. Saving puts the free throw up and hits it. Well, all the GPAC teams won in first round games here at the tournament this year, and we'll review that in a few moments when we have a chance. As Morningside, Hastings, and Dakota Wesleyan all won to make it to second round action. Saving's second foul shot is perfect. Carey Saving hits a pair of free throws. She's got 8 points in the game, and it's 44-39. Bulldogs back up by 5 points. We're under 10 minutes now, 9:45 to go as Hash puts up a ill-advised layup in traffic and misses it. Concordia with the rebound. Roden has it now. She brings it across the timeline. Backs up, setting up the offense from between the circles. Over the near side to Saving, left side to Lumen. Lumen left alone, but passes up a 3-point shot opportunity in the lane to Kobza. And Kobza is fouled by Bryant as she took that pass. And the Bulldogs will be shooting bonus shots from now on, as the previous foul was the 7th. This is the 8th team foul, so Keena Kobza will step to the line. Bryant's whistled for her second foul. And Keena Kobza steps to the free throw line, and the first one is up and good. Kobza, a 71% free throw shooter for the Bulldogs, 65 out of 91 on the season. Keena's second one is up, and it's in and out, no good. She makes 1 of 2, and the lead goes to 45-39 as the Bulldogs trying to put a little room between them and Tennessee Wesleyan once again. Dixon at the top of the key as Wesleyan attacks the basket. She lays it up, no good. Now she bumps into Lumen. Lumen backs up into her and flips the ball to Elizabeth Roden on the far side, past the scorer's table. Roden into the right corner to Lonnie. Lonnie cross-court left side to Lumen. Lumen from about 15. A flat shot, a little bit too flat. No good. Rebound on the backside by Bryant. Bryant guarded by Kobza, bringing the ball quickly down the floor to Dixon. Just up high on the right side. Now over to the left side to Hargis. Hargis pull-up shot from just inside the free throw line. No good. Rebound to Lumen, and Lumen hits the floor. She's fouled by Cook. So Lumen will go to the free throw line as Cook has whistled for her first personal foul. Team foul number 9. So one more foul, and the Bulldogs will be in the double bonus.
The game for Tennessee Wesleyan, number 42, Renee Robinson, and number
why you won't have a chance. Oh, okay. You got 20 minutes. Okay, bye.
A little bit of technical difficulty there, and meanwhile the Concordia Bulldogs commit a foul, and so they take a long walk over to the other end of the floor, and Tennessee Wesleyan will be at the line. It'll be Nikki Dixon. Dixon fires up a free throw, a high arching shot, and it's good. That's the first free throw she's attempted today, and she makes it. The score goes to 45-40. Domina comes in place of Lonnie as the Bulldogs are on the attack, leading 45-40. Dixon at the line, and the shot swishes through there, so Dixon hits a pair of free throws. Roden now with the basketball. The Dogs lead down to 4, 45-41. But keep in mind, Tennessee Wesleyan has a couple starters in foul trouble with 4, Robinson and Heron. That could prove to be beneficial to the Dogs later. As a pass down low to Saving, she puts up the shot, no good, and it's rebounded by Robinson. Tennessee Wesleyan making their move as they are now trailing by only 4 points. And a pass down low on the left side is knocked away and picked off by, or deflected rather, by Cobes out of bounds. As Dixon sends the ball inbounds to Robinson. Back to Dixon on the left side. She pops a 3. It's off the rim, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Lumen. Lumen doing a nice job on the boards here this afternoon. She's pulled down several here in the ball game. She averages 4.8 per game, but she's got that here in this just the second half as Roden has the ball on the right side for the Concordia Bulldogs. Over to the left side to Kobza. Kobza up top to Lumen. Lumen left wing to Roden. Roden underneath to Domina. Domina back out to Lumen. Lumen from the free throw line puts it in. Kayla Lumen with that patented, slightly flat shot. She doesn't have a whole lot of arc on it, but she gets it to go down a lot. And she hit that one from the line, and it's 47-41. The Bulldogs. Now Robinson for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs puts up an awkward shot over Lumen. It's no good on the backside. Elizabeth Roden comes down with the rebound. Roden to the top of the key for the Concordia Bulldogs. Out to Saving on the right side. Carey brings it around up top, passes it to Domina. Left alone, but she passes up a 3. Goes to Roden instead over on the right side. Roden along the baseline right, pulls up, puts it up off the back rim, no good. There's a foul, and I think it's going to go against Roden. As she tried to get the rebound of that missed shot, she commits the foul. And so they'll take a walk and come down to the other end of the floor, down to my right, as Roden has committed just her second personal foul, team foul number 8. Both teams in the bonus. With the next Wesleyan foul, Concordia will be in the double bonus for the remainder of the game. We're down to 7:15 to go in the basketball game. 47-41, Concordia leading it by 6 points. Robinson at the line. Her first one is up, and it is good. Renee Robinson with 11 points in the ball game, playing with 4 fouls, as is Monique Heron. Robinson averaging 14.8. She's the second leading scorer for Tennessee Wesleyan. Second foul shot is also good by Robinson. 47-43, back to a 4-point game. Quick pass to Concordia's Roden. Roden for the layup. It's awkward, and she missed it. Rebounded by Stiles. Stiles in the backcourt to Bryant. Bryant up ahead to Dixon. Tennessee Wesleyan can get a lot closer with a bucket here. Robinson in the paint, out to Dixon. Dixon pumps, fakes, goes to Heron up top. Heron guarded by Saving. Can't take the 3 that she wanted. Now she throws it away into the hands of Lumen. It's knocked away from her, and Robinson comes up with it. Now it's picked off by Roden. Roden with the steal. She's going to go in for the uncontested layup, and she hits it. Elizabeth Roden with the bucket for the Bulldogs, and they needed that one. They're back up by 6 now, 49-43, with 6:37 remaining in the basketball game. On the left side, it's Heron to Dixon. Right side to Bryant. Back up top to Heron. Heron to Dixon. Dixon at the top of the key now. Over to Heron, high on the left side. Drops the ball and chases it down in front of her own bench. Guarded by Domina. Heron brings it around, passes it to the right corner to Stiles. Stiles bounces it back to the right wing. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Heron throws up an off-balance shot, and it comes all the way out to Carey. Saving, and then Saving. Well, I thought Saving was fouled, but the whistle isn't blown. She was bumped into by one of the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs, and Concordia's Bulldogs have the ball. They have the lead with 6 minutes to go. Roden inside to Lumen. Lumen puts a move on Robinson and banks it in off the glass. Kayla Lumen with an aggressive move, kind of leaned his shoulder into Robinson. I kind of expected a whistle to blow for a foul, but that didn't happen. and she gets the basket, and now a double dribble has been called by Bryant. And Coach Harrison wants a timeout. So another turnover by Tennessee Wesleyan, and Concordia back up to an 8-point lead, and they will have the basketball with 5 minutes in the contest. Academic and athletic excellence in a Christian tonight, setting a tournament record by holding the Warner Southern Royals to the fewest points in a half at 9. It was 45-9 Hastings at the half. We're back to play, and Concordia has the ball. Domina from 18 off the rim, no good, and the ball's loose, and Robinson comes up with it for Tennessee Wesleyan. 51-43 Concordia by 8. 5:27 to go. On the right side, it goes to Hargis. Now to Dixon. Dixon cross court over to the far side to Bryant. Bryant back to Dixon. Dixon left side of the lane. Cut off nicely defensively by Domina. Sends the ball back up top to Hargis. Shot clock down to 9. Up top to Bryant. Bryant, a long three. Drains it. She was well beyond the three-point line, and she nailed it as the shot clock was running down, and it's 51-46. It's a good thing the Bulldogs had that cushion of 8 points again, because now it's down to 51-46. And a layup by Roden from the right side is good. Elizabeth Roden says, hey, if you can make a three, I can run down the floor and lay it up. So the fast break works for the Bulldogs that time, as Dixon now I keep wanting to say Dakota Wesleyan, but Tennessee Wesleyan. Inside pass to Robinson. Her shot off the front of the rim, and it falls back out. She gets her own rebound, tears the ball away from Domina, and they're going to call Domina on the foul, and Robinson will go to the line. So Jessica Domina with her second personal foul. And Sarah Harrison now comes back into the ball game in place of Domina. We're down to 4:37 to go in this basketball game. Renee Robinson at the line for Tennessee Wesleyan. She's got 12 points unofficially. She's 2 of 2 from the free throw line, but she misses the first one here, and the rebound goes to Kayla Lumen. Lumen on the rebound. Roden now with the basketball. Roden at the top of the circle. Moves to the left. Now backs up. Guarded very aggressively by Stiles. Back to a man-to-man defense. Carner to Kobza up top. Kobza around the left side, and she double dribbled with the basketball, according to the official. The Bulldogs could have used a couple of points there. They lead at 53-46. As Sarah Harrison checks back into the basketball game for Concordia. As Bryant now walks the ball slowly down the court for Tennessee Wesleyan. Guarded by Carey Saving. Drops the ball to Dixon. Dixon behind her, puts up a three. It's off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound all the way out to Stiles. They get another one. Dixon over to the near side to Bryant. Bryant back to the far side to Stiles. Stiles over to Hargis. Hargis has a ball deflected, and Carey Saving comes up with it. Back to Lumen. Lumen guarded by Robinson. Robinson has to be careful. She's playing with 4 fouls. To Saving. Carey Saving now at the top of the key. Running the show for the Bulldogs at the moment as Carly Wolfram is on the bench. Roden now up top to the free throw line. Lobs it inside to Harrison. Harrison has it deflected out of her hands, and it's saved and stolen by Tennessee Wesleyan. Bryant quickly down the court to Dixon. Dixon shot up from the left side. They're going to say no shot. They're going to say she was fouled on the floor prior to that shot. So it'll be a free throw shooting situation for Nikki Dixon. That's the third foul committed by Kayla Lumen, the 5'10 junior from Lewiston, Minnesota. And Dixon steps to the line. Dixon's first one is up, and it's no good, off the back of the rim. Dixon, normally an 84% free throw shooter. She's made 101 out of 119 this season. Naomi Lonnie comes in, and Sarah Harrison sits down to rest up for a bit. And the second free throw upcoming by Dixon. Second one is up, and it is good. So Dixon makes the foul shot. It's 53-47. Bulldogs lead it by 6. Down to 3:25 to go. Lumen down low to Saving on the right side. Out to Kobza. Kobza to Roden. Roden drives toward the bucket. Boy, she's hit by Bryant, but nothing's called. Bryant threw a shoulder into her. Now she goes up for the shot, and this time they call the foul on Bryant. They're letting the teams play. I'll give them that much. There's a lot of contact that they're letting go, but they're calling it that way both sides, so that's usually all you can ask for, some consistency. There is some banging and bumping inside. Elizabeth Roden steps to the free throw line. Free throw is up, and it's perfect by Roden. She's 4 of 4 from the line so far today. And the lead goes 54-47. Time will rapidly become a very big factor in this contest as we're down to 3:12. Carly Wolfram now will come in. And Keena Kobza sits down. Roden's second foul shot on the way out the front of the iron. No good, but rebounded by Lonnie. And so the Bulldogs can use some more time if they want. Shot clock's at 25. Roden at the top of the key. Over to the right side to Saving. Saving launches a three. It's air ball off the backside. It's caught by Bryant. It didn't hit anything. The Bulldogs really didn't need to shoot a three necessarily, and they probably could have run a little more time off the clock perhaps. There's 2:50 to go in the game, and they have a 54-47 lead. Robinson against Lonnie, and the ball is lost. There was contact there too, and Lonnie bumped into Robinson. She lost the ball out of bounds, and Concordia gets the basketball back. So if you're a Bulldog fan, that's a great call. If you're a Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldog fan, that was not a good call. Lumen up ahead to Wolfram. Wolfram brings the ball into the front court, moves toward the top of the key, passes it to Roden on the left wing. Roden dribbles to her right. Robinson knocks her down. Roden keeps dribbling though, and then calls timeout as she fell to the floor. Coach Voss questioning why there was no foul called when Robinson knocked her down. Robinson would foul out with her next foul. At any rate, for a personalized Christian education, you owe it to the ball game. And Carly Wolfram will send it inbounds and does so to Elizabeth Roden. Roden on the right side, guarded by Heron. Heron playing with 4 fouls. Now Roden inside to Saving. Saving puts up a shot. It's no good, but she was fouled. And she'll go to the line and shoot 2. And Bryant got her. That's Bryant's 4th personal foul, unofficially. So 3 players from Tennessee Wesleyan have 4 fouls. May not be as big of a factor as we thought, as we're down to 2:22 to go, as Carrie Saving calmly drops the free throw in. What a smooth foul shot she has. Very graceful. Carrie shoots free throws at a 75% clip, and she makes the second one here. She's 4 for 4 from the line, and the Dogs' lead is now 9, 56-47 with 2:16 remaining. Bryant with the ball to Heron for Tennessee Wesleyan. Heron at the free throw line, back over the left side to Bryant. Bryant looks up top for Hargis, has to go to Dixon on the left side instead. Dixon goes inside to Cook. Cook around Lonnie, puts up a layup. It's no good. And Roden comes out of it with the basketball and heads quickly down the floor. Now she's going to wait and wait for patiently wait for some help and set up the offense. No need to rush things. They could use some shot clock up. Lonnie inside to Lumen. Lumen back to Roden on the right wing. Roden fakes a move to her left, goes to her right, pushes off, puts a shot up and in. She might have gotten away with one that time. It appeared that she pushed off a little bit, but hey, she got the ball to go down, and it's 58-47. Now an 11-point lead with 1:35 to go, as Heron drives on Saving, puts a shot up, and Carrie Saving is foul, or commits the foul on Heron. And that'll be just, well, let's see, unofficially the 3rd personal foul on Carrie Saving. We'll wait until the official makes the announcement. It is her 3rd foul, and it will send Heron to the line to shoot 2. Monique Heron, the leading scorer, with 16.3. Unofficially today with just 8 points. And she's an 85% foul shot shooter, and she misses the first one here, however. Heron is a senior, perhaps playing in her last game. Second one by Heron is up, and she missed that one. It was short, and Lumen with yet another rebound. Kayla Lumen hitting the boards very well today for the Concordia University Bulldogs, as Elizabeth Roden brings the ball into the front court for Concordia. Bounce pass to Lonnie, and Lonnie fouled from behind by Amber Cook. That'll be foul number 2 on Cook, and Naomi Lonnie will step to the free throw line for the Concordia University Bulldogs. Lonnie is a 66% shooter from the free throw line. Naomi's first one on the way, and it rims off, no good. Lonnie, a 6-foot junior from Ashland, Nebraska. Had 13 points in Wednesday's game. Has 3 so far today. For 58-47. Second foul shot is good by Naomi Lonnie. Bulldog lead now 59-47 as they're starting to pull away after Tennessee Wesleyan cut the gap to just 4 here in the second half. Now Dixon underneath to Heron on a nice give and go, but Heron missed the free throw, and then she commits the foul. She smacked Naomi Lonnie in the face. And that should be Monique Heron's 5th foul, if my tally is correct, and would be the end of her college career. And that is the case. So Monique Herron fouls out of the ball game. Well, she hasn't left yet, but the whistle sounded, and now she's going to leave. So her college career possibly over, barring a miracle comeback. Now it's 59-47 with 1:09 to go. It doesn't seem very likely that Tennessee Wesleyan can pull this one out as Lonnie puts the free throw up and rims off to the left, just like the first one did her last time at the line. Not as urgent as it might have been, however. Lonnie's second one is upcoming, and she hits the second one. 60-47. All of a sudden, the Dogs back up by 13. When Tennessee Wesleyan had cut the gap to 4, the Bulldogs respond. And with a minute even to go in the basketball game, it looks like Concordia will be going to the quarterfinals tomorrow as a driving layup attempted by Annie Hargis, and she was fouled. And so she'll step to the line. She's a 5'8" senior guard from Baxter, Tennessee. Hargis, also a senior, averaging 9 points a game. And she makes the first free throw. I'll be sure and connect for the webcast tomorrow. 1 o'clock game time. Concordia against Cedarville of Ohio. Barring a miracle comeback as Dixon fires up a 3 for Tennessee Wesleyan and swishes it. That's her second three-point shot, and it's 60-51. It's a 9-point difference, but only 51.1 seconds remain in the basketball game. So it seems unlikely, but you never know. Stranger things have happened in basketball over the years. Things can be very interesting. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with a little bit more basketball action for you. 51, and they'll have the basketball with 51.1 seconds to go. And Roden throws the inbounds pass to Carrie Saving, and Saving is going to be called with a foul as she made contact with Tessa Tate, and Tate hit the floor, and Savings whistled for the foul. So the Bulldogs with a fairly comfortable lead, but they certainly don't need to give Tennessee Wesleyan some unearned opportunities like that. The Bulldogs most certainly would have been fouled by Tennessee Wesleyan, would have had a chance to shoot a couple of free throws with a 9-point lead. As it is, Tennessee Wesleyan will have the basketball, and not a shooting situation. And we're ready to go again. This time the ball will be thrown in by Tennessee Wesleyan. It goes into Dixon. Dixon drives, scoop layup, and is good. So Dixon gets a field goal. She makes it, and suddenly it's a 7-point game with 47.3 seconds to go. So just when you think it's safe to put the game in the bag or declare it a victory, things happen. The Bull ended inbounds for the Concordia Bulldogs. Lumen running along the baseline, fires it into Kobza, or to Roden, and Roden is practically tackled by Tessa Tate. And so they'll take a long walk, and Liz Roden will go to the free throw line for Concordia. And she is a pretty good free throw shooter, 72 of 92 on the year for 78%. And so far in today's game, Roden has hit 4 out of 5 from the line. And so free throws are big. If the Bulldogs can at least hit 1 out of 2. But right now with a 7-point lead, it's still a more than a 2-possession game, barring the very rare 4-point plays, which are possible. As Roden puts up the first free throw, and she misses it. Just as we talk about that, she misses it. Talking to Liz before the game, she said she was a little bit nervous, but figured she would calm down once the game got going. She's had a good game. Unofficially with 20 points so far. Lonnie comes back into the contest. Also in there, Kobza, Saving, Wolfram, Roden at the line. Second foul shot is up, and this one's no good as well, but the rebound goes to Naomi Lonnie, and then she drops it out of bounds. No, it was tapped out of bounds by Dixon, I believe, of Tennessee Wesleyan. So Bulldogs dodge a bullet there, missing 2 free throws. And then getting the rebound. We're down to 43.9. And Carrie Saving will send it inbounds for Concordia. And she goes up top with it to Kayla Lumen. Over to Wolfram on the right side, and Wolfram is hit quickly from behind by Annie Hargis. That'll be the 3rd personal foul on Hargis. Concordia looking to go to 28-7, and it appears that will be the case. They do have a 7-point lead with 41 seconds to go in the basketball game as Carly Wolfram, the 5'6" sophomore guard from Tomball, Texas, puts one up, and she misses that one. So all of a sudden the Dogs getting cold from that free throw line. They could cement the game away if they could hit even just 1 out of 2 each time at this stage of the game. So it ain't over till it's over. And Wolfram fires the second one up, and she misses that one. So 4 consecutive missed free throws, and now on the rebound attempt, there's a foul committed by Concordia. So this game's suddenly dragging on, and the last several seconds are going to take a while. Foul goes against Lumen. That's her 4th, and they take the long walk down to the other end of the floor, and Nikki Dixon will step to the free throw line, where she's 3 out of 3 so far in the basketball game. It's a 7-point game with 40.3 seconds to go. So the Dogs aren't scoring, and they're not killing time by running the ball anywhere, as the free throw is missed by Dixon, however. Very little time is coming off the clock when all the teams are doing all of a sudden is exchanging fouls. But Dixon misses the first one here, so that's good for the Dogs. They still have that 7-point lead. She can make it a 6-point game if she can knock this one down. And the 5'8" senior misses the second one as well, and Carrie Saving gets the rebound, and then Carrie is fouled by Tessa Tate. A couple of seconds went off the clock. We're down to 38, but Carrie Saving will go to the line where she's 4 for 4. Carrie shooting free throws at a 75% clip. The Bulldogs have missed 4 free throws in a row now. So what are the odds that they would miss more? Carrie Saving could maybe salt the game away right here with a couple of free throws. Saving, a 5'10" junior from Lenexa, Kansas, puts it up and drains it. 61-53 now, an 8-point lead for the Concordia University Bulldogs, looking for a match tomorrow against the top seed team in this bracket, Cedarville of Ohio, 33-2 on the season. Foul shot by Saving is up, and that one's good as well. It sat on the rim and then went down. So 62-53, back to a 9-point lead with 38 seconds to go as the inbound pass goes to Hash. Hash to the top of the key, launches a 3. It's off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, and Roden comes up with it and is fouled by Hash. And that'll be the 3rd personal on Hash, and they'll take the long walk down to the other end of the floor to the east basket, and the Bulldogs will try to add some insurance points to their tally. They now lead at 62-53 with 29.6 seconds to go. So it looks like we'll be making a drive back to Seward, and then the two and a half hour trip back up here tomorrow for more basketball, and we're glad we get to do that as Elizabeth Roden misses the free throw. So the Dogs free throw shooting here toward the end of the game, not the best, but Roden then hits the second of the 2 free throws, so she gets 1 out of 2, and it's a 10-point game, 63-53, 28.2 seconds remaining in the contest. Bryant to Dixon. Dixon out to Hash. Hash penetrates, and she's going to be called to the charge. Kayla Lumen was planted, and she takes the charge. So the Dogs get the basketball with 19.7 seconds to go. Mandy Hash with her 4th personal foul, and Roden just standing there in the backcourt. 14 seconds. Tennessee Wesleyan not forcing the issue, and the Bulldogs are going to win the basketball game, folks. Roden in the backcourt, 6 seconds. 4 seconds. Roden in the backcourt, just killing time. Passes it to Wolfram. There's the buzzer, and the Concordia Bulldogs win it by 10, 63-53, advancing to the round of 8.